Y'all have been asking me about 2025, so let's talk about it. You can tell I have indirect determination and human design because every morning at 4 a.m., because I'm a night owl, that's like what indirect determination is, I get the craziest downloads. Without fail, most of my best videos have been filmed in the middle of the night. Okay, but 2025, and if you want to learn how to read transits like I do, take my Become an Astrologer course, okay? It'll teach you everything. Astrology is not hard when you have the right resources to learn it. I promise. One big download I just got about 2025, because we have Neptune moving into Aries, is that there is going to be spiritual warfare. We've already been in this. It's not news to anybody that is like had a spiritual awakening. We're seeing it right now with the election. It's becoming more and more apparent, more and more obvious. And it will only continue to do so as Neptune moves out of the sign of illusion and deception and veils spirituality into the sign of beginning, of initiation, of pioneering. Now, Neptune first moves into Aries on March 31st of 2025, and I'll be doing a deeper 2025 update like I did for 2024 in my private community. So if you want to join a space where you are supported in learning astrology and human design and we get to connect in real time, come join. Also, if TikTok gets banned, it's where you can still keep up with me. We have a lot moving around this time in March and April from Pisces into Aries. Now, this is normal. It happens every year around this time, but because this is outer planets that are going to be doing it and the nodes that do it in January, big cycle of beginning and endings. We're all feeling it right now. Like, how many people do you know are moving abroad or getting new jobs or moving to new states, right? We are all on the verge of massive change and transformation because we are moving into a new era of society, a new era. I also have to preface this by saying this is not fear-mongering, okay? Everyone has their place in the evolution and the change and transformation we are experiencing as a collective. It's so important now more than ever to follow your intuition, learn about your human design authority that will help you. If you have overly relied on the mind or other people to help you make decisions, look up your human design. You can go to my website, Astrology Human Design, to get your chart, download my free guide to learn about your authority and start using it. If you are excited to like move to France or leave the US or start a farm in Montana, like act on those things, okay? Because the last time that we had Neptune in Aries, which it's gonna move to next year, March 31st, Uranus in Gemini, which is also going to happen next year. Uranus will move into Gemini for the first time on July 7th. The last time we had these two transits happening was 1861. Any history nerds know what was happening in 1861? In the US, at least, the Civil War started. I don't know about y'all, but this whole election has it feel like it's brewing, and what's about to take place in the coming weeks and months? Massive division. And again, this is a spiritual war. Now, there are some differences between now and 1861. Obviously, the astrology can never ever be the same again. Exactly. For example, Pluto was in Taurus back then. Pluto will be in Aquarius. So it could in fact happen over technology. Like, again, the TikTok ban is maybe one example of how this could happen. One side controlling the narrative, which they're already doing through the media, not wanting the actual truth to get out, so that they can control and manipulate people into fitting their narrative, aka brainwashing. Another big difference from back then to now is back then Chiron was in Pisces. Chiron will be in Aries and Taurus the next couple years. So people have really kind of already been awakening to their independence, to their own ideals, to critical thinking, and it's going to keep happening. We also have Saturn in Aries join Neptune. That will happen around the end of May, and I think that is going to force a lot of people to wake up to what's going on. I think there's going to be even more spiritual awakenings. And this is why I've been saying that like alternate healing modalities and things like astrology and Reiki and all of that kind of stuff is going to thrive because people are going to wake up to it like, oh, there's actually something to this. And they're going to want to turn to people who know more about it than them to learn about it and have an outlet for it. I think there's going to be a massive spiritual awakening next May and really all summer. And even more so when Saturn moves back into Aries once it goes retrograde in the fall. And the North Node will be in Pisces, amplifying all of that. That's what I have for now. What are your thoughts? Let's talk about it in the comments as always.